By now, you've likely heard about Tyler Perry hitting an astounding net worth of $1 billion. Yeah, 10 whole figures. But what's he been spending all of that wealth on, you might be wondering? Well, back in 2015, Perry purchased a plot of land for $30 million and has since invested a staggering $250 million in renovating and upgrading the property. His vision was to transform a former golf course into a full-fledged studio, and boy did he deliver. This studio is not just any ordinary Hollywood hotspot either, mind you. It's a real landmark, with its very own highway sign from the 154 North Freeway. I mean, if that's not a flex, I don't know what is. To keep his name on the lips of the Hollywood elite, Perry threw a mega inauguration event to celebrate the studio's opening. And get this, he even got Bill and Hillary Clinton to come. I guess when you've got a former president and secretary of state at your party, you know you've made it. But it seems Tyler Perry isn't just a mastermind of the entertainment industry, he's also a master of flattery. He named his 12 soundstages after some of the biggest names in Hollywood. And you better believe those stars are feeling pretty good about themselves. Who wouldn't want to answer a call from someone who named a studio after them? Exactly. Tyler really knows how to throw a party there too. Spending $1,000 a minute for fireworks? That level of cash is just absurd. And don't forget the champagne and caviar. He's not just treating his guests like royalty, he's treating them like the royal family. And Tyler's studio isn't just a bunch of sound stages and empty rooms either. Oh no. It's got some seriously impressive sets that will leave you wondering if you've stepped into a parallel universe. One of the highlights is the House of Medea, an iconic matriarch character that Tyler plays in costume. The house is a four-sided mansion that looks like 4 different houses depending on which side you're on. Talk about being multifaceted. And oh, the White House replica? You know, the one they used to film Tyler's political drama, The Oval. I'm sure the show's budget of $50 grand an episode helped with the realism. All in all, Tyler's studio is a place where you can truly lose yourself in the magic of filmmaking and the White House. He also produced blockbusters like Black Panther that raked in billions of dollars at the box office. And back to Medea, the character that started everything, with each movie costing only $20 million to make. It's no wonder Tyler Perry is laughing all the way to the bank with $800 million in profits. And to top it off, one of his latest Medea movies on Netflix ended up being a hit. Perry has seemed to crack the code to making successful movies as we speak. So move over, Avengers. Medea is here to break some serious streaming records too. Since the latest movie's release on February 25th, 2022, Medea has been streamed over 31,560,000 hours. That's enough time to watch the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy 5,820 times. And Tyler's got some big plans for a new concert theater that could seat up to 3,000 people. That's a lot of butts and seats. Not a stranger to this, he's been hitting the theater scene for years, all while living out of his car. That's some serious dedication right there. And despite a rocky start with his first play, I Know I've Been Changed, Tyler persevered and fine-tuned his production until it hit the big time with I Can Do Bad All By Myself. Thanks to his hard work, Tyler paved the way for his success with his larger-than-life character Medea, and he's raked in some serious dough from his stage plays. We're talking $100 million in ticket sales, $20 million in merch sales, and $30 million in video sales. Those numbers are simply insane. And all that was before Perry even dipped his toe into the world of feature films. His first film, Medea's Family Reunion, was budgeted at just $6 million. Now that's an ROI. Looks like Tyler's dedication to theater paid off big time for him. And look who's got a fancy theater on their lot. It's Perry's TPS lot, and currently the Post Theater is stealing the show. You may recognize it as the fictional theater from the hit series The Walking Dead, where even a tiger once graced the stage. Yup, blood, guts, and zombie mayhem, all on Perry's lot. And rightfully so, since they're also a key player in the billion-dollar Walking Dead franchise. In fact, most of the franchise is shot right there on the TPS lot. An estimated $907 million in revenue was generated from the theater each year, which was probably enough cash to make Rick Grimes come out of retirement. And let's not forget the impact that Perry's lot has had on Atlanta's booming economy. They're practically printing money over there. So next time you're binge watching The Walking Dead, just remember that you're indirectly contributing to Perry's wealth. Moving on to his luxury car collection. He's not riding around in a clunker, that's for sure. No siree. Tyler rolls around in style with a fleet of Bentleys, Rolls-Royces, and Cadillacs at his disposal. But the crown jewel of his collection is his glacier white Bentley Continental GT Sport Coupe. With its 12-cylinder bi-turbo engine, Tyler can cruise around town at speeds up to 208 miles per hour. And it's got the finest woods, the finest leathers, and the finest veneers available. Heck, it's even got 5 miles of cables inside. That's more cables than most people have in their entire house. He also owns an ARCTICA white Bentley BENTEGA that cost him $245,000, which got into a bit of a fender bender when a lady cut him off on the freeway. And by a bit of a fender bender, I mean he T-boned her Honda Accord. Ouch. Thankfully, nobody was seriously hurt, but we're sure Perry's wallet took a bit of a hit, pun intended. But don't worry, with unfortunate circumstances like this, Perry's got a backup plan for when he needs to be a cut above the rest in the automotive department. Enter the Iguazu Blue Rolls-Royce Wraith, which cost $350,000. This super producer sure knows how to make an entrance with its rear hinge suicide doors that are sure to turn heads at any red carpet event. And get this, you can even close those fancy doors with the simple touch of a button. Now that's luxury. But the car he's best known for driving is MADEA'S gold 1974 Cadillac DeVille with plastic-covered car seats. Yeah, talk about staying in character. And have you heard about the way Tyler Perry treats his fellow actors and actresses? It's like they've hit an additional jackpot or something. Take Tiffany Haddish, for instance. After her performance in Nobody's Fool, Perry bought her a blue Tesla Model X worth over $120,000. Truly a fitting acknowledgement for a job well done. Usually when rich people buy you a car, they may expect something in return. But Perry is different. He invests in the underdog because, let's be honest, who doesn't love an underdog story? Plus, it inspires loyalty, which is important in Hollywood, where everyone's always trying to stab each other in the back. When Perry's not cruising around in his own newer models of cars, he likes to kick it old school with a matte black Polaris Ranger UTV worth $25,000. And sometimes, just sometimes, he likes to take it down a notch and ride around on a 10,000 four-seater golf cart at a leisurely 12 miles per hour. Overall, Tyler Perry is the boss we all wish we had. I mean, who wouldn't want to work for a guy who rewards hard work with a luxury car and takes the time to appreciate the little things in life, right? Moving away from cars into the air. Perry doesn't just fly first class, he flies in his own customized $125 million EMBRAER LINEAGE 1000 business jet. This 19-seater has it all, including a flying theater, formal dining room, and a private VIP room. With a cruising speed of 543 miles per hour, Tyler can travel non-stop to movie premieres across oceans. But with an annual operating cost of $2.8 to $3.5 million, it's best if he continues cranking out those Madea movies. And let's not forget, this flying machine has transported Whitney Houston's body and provided hurricane relief. Looks like Tyler's wealth has ties to the high life in the sky as well. But let's head back to the ground with his real estate game. He designed a 35,000 square foot mansion in Georgia, complete with a private airstrip and hangar for his $12 million Gulfstream 5. But wait, he sold it to Kenneth Copeland Ministries. And that's okay, because he's still got his 19-seater EMBRAER LINEAGE 1000 jet that comes with a flying theater, formal dining room, and even a VIP room. And apparently, he's also planning to turn his 1,200-acre property into an organic farm with horses. Tyler's taking living your best life to a whole new level. The media mogul also has an $18 million Beverly Hills mansion on Blue Jay Way that he bought for just $4.3 million. This mansion has everything, from a disco room to a 30-car motor court, and is fit for royalty, literally, as Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were once guests here. Perry even flips houses on the side, buying a Beverly Hills home in 2017 for $14.5 million and selling it to Pharrell Williams for $15.6 million a few months later. And he's got another fancy mansion in his repertoire. It's the $7.6 million Dean's Garden, which is now listed for a whopping $40 million. This guy sure knows how to make deals. The 32,000 square foot house in Johns Creek comes with a carriage house that's 10,000 square feet. Inside, you'll find themed bedrooms like Moroccan, Egyptian, Oriental, and French. But the real showstopper is the Venetian Brunelli Cathedral-inspired rotunda in the Grand Salon. Adding to that, the 1950s Coca-Cola-themed game room deserves some attention. And outside, there's an 18-hole golf course, an amphitheater, a conservatory, and even a wedding chapel. The estate costs $1.5 million to run every year and comes with plenty of space for in-house employees. He's also got a Wyoming log cabin. What's next? A ski resort in Antarctica? This guy has it all. And with over 1,200 TV episodes under his belt, the man has a knack for the written word. So much of a knack for it that Viacom CBS is paying him $150 million a year for new content. Slap that Tyler Perry name on anything and people will watch. Looks like he's on track to be a multi-billionaire by age 60. And check this out, looks like Tyler's got himself not one, but 2 Bahama Mamas. He owns 2 islands in the Bahamas, and one of them has a 14,000 square foot mansion with a Bali-style design. And he's even got a spa, guest bungalows, and a marina. His island neighbors include some big names like Johnny Depp and David Copperfield. Guess it's safe to assume that Tyler's got that island lifestyle down pat. Mr. Perry isn't just a successful filmmaker, he's also a big-hearted philanthropist. He won the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award at the Oscars, which is basically like winning an Oscar for being a really nice guy. He's donated money to support social justice causes like the Legal Defense Fund for Kenneth Walker. And when a bunch of kids were kicked out of a swim club for being black, Perry took them all to Disney World because apparently he's a magical fairy godfather. Plus, he's been known to throw around his black card like it's confetti, which is the kind of rich person energy we can all aspire to. He's also running the Perry Foundation, giving a hand in areas like education, human rights, and health, among others. This generous guy even gave $1 million to the NAACP in 2009 to celebrate their centennial. And then in 2010, he dished out another $1 million for the survivors of the earthquake in Haiti. And when Hurricane Harvey swept through Houston in 2017, Perry was there to lend a helping hand, giving $1 million to various religious groups in the area. It looks like Mr. Perry is not just making it rain in Hollywood, but also raining down some love and support for those in need. He truly is living the ultimate billionaire lifestyle many of us can only fantasize about. Whether he's behind the camera or in front of it, Tyler Perry never ceases to amaze us with his talent and work ethic. He's undoubtedly one of the most highly compensated, tireless, and versatile multi-hyphenates in the industry. With an impressive body of work to his name, this guy really does put the P in powerhouse.